All right, everybody, thank you for joining me today. It is the 21st day of February 2021, and it's the day of Elimination Chamber. So, we're going to look at some predictions and some rumors coming to you from CBS by Brent Brookhouse. Thank you for this, Brent. Yes, tonight we are on the second major stop to WrestleMania 37. Of course, it's going to be over 2 nights. So I'm excited for that, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be great. The Elimination Chamber goes down inside the Thunderdome at Tropicana Fields in St. Petersburg, Florida, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, streaming live on the WWE network. Of course, if you're over here in Ireland or in the UK, that's 12 o'clock. So not too bad at all. Means we can all get up for work tomorrow. Running down the card, WWE Championship is going to be defended inside the chamber. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton versus AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus versus Kofi Kingston. So yeah, I ran a poll over on the site, over on the channel there the other day to see what you guys thought about it, and the response was okay. It looks like Drew McIntyre is the pick. From what everybody's seeing there, but listen, if you're new to the channel, you're just finding us. I like to use the community tab a lot. So that's how I'll throw out these polls and stuff like that as well while we're kind of working on our social media. So yeah, thanks for everyone who voted on that. But yeah, I agree. I think Drew McIntyre is the one that's going to retain here. There's no way they're going to take the belt off him. It's just not going to happen. But important thing to remember here is that Sheamus won a gauntlet match to secure his position as the final man to enter the Elimination Chamber. So he's going to be the last one. So it'll probably come down to Drew and Sheamus. So we'll see what happens. But Kofi Kingston, he hasn't really done anything like he normally would with his big crazy spots. Did nothing at the Royal Rumble, so we might see something crazy tonight. Then there is King Corbin versus Kevin Owens versus Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso in another Elimination Chamber. So Roman Reigns doesn't have to defend the title in an Elimination Chamber match. However, he will have to face the Elimination Chamber winner. So how this works is whoever wins this Elimination Chamber match will have to go on and face Roman Reigns later on in the night. So it could really be anyone here. Some people are saying that it could be Cesaro or Kevin Owens. It's more than likely going to be Kevin Owens who wins this and then gets screwed later on. That would be my guess, and it also seems to be the pick here of Brent. But I don't know. It really could be anyone. I expect shenanigans. I really do. I expect some sort of shenanigans either at the end of this Elimination Chamber match and absolutely at the end of the Universal Championship match. There's no way that's just going to be a straight match. So look, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens on this one. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns to defend to win his defense. It's probably going to be a 5-minute match. Here's the way I see it going now. The Elimination Chamber match happens, and then immediately the title match happens. And it'll be like, for anyone who remembers the New Year's Revolution pay-per-view 2006, when Edge came out and cashed in, the first ever cash-in of the Money in the Bank. That's what I see happening. Something similar to that, where Owens is battered in the middle of the ring and Roman Reigns comes in and picks up the pieces. Or it's a straight match later on in the night and Uso or something comes out to ruin it for Owens, and that sets up the WrestleMania rematch. But that's what I see happening, gang. That's what I see happening. The Raw Women's Championship is defended Asuka versus Lacey Evans. So, here's what's weird. Lacey Evans is pregnant. So, I don't think she's going to wrestle, but we don't know yet. It's still on the card. You might change it. There's no news. For the time being, Asuka's going to win. They probably will change this match. Then we have the US title on the line with a Bobby Lashley defending, or Mr. Golf himself, defending against Keith Lee and Riddle. Now, what was weird about this is, this was supposed to be like a separate match with Keith Lee taking over from Riddle. But this seems to be a triple threat match now. Still think Mr. Golf's winning, but interesting to see what they're going to do here on this. So the women's tag team title is also on the line here. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. I don't see the titles changing on this. Nia Jax and Baszler are probably going to pick up the win here on this. So there's a few other picks here as well. Big E versus Apollo Crews. These are probably just going to be on the pre-show. Big E to defend SmackDown Tag Team Champions Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus the Street Profits. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler are going to keep doing. You know, that's a shame, man. I didn't even realize they were champions. It just shows you what a terrible job WWE have been doing with Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. It's a shame. Sorry for going off on a tangent there, but that's upsetting. It really is. And then the SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Carmella. Sasha Banks is going to retain. So look, that is my thoughts of the pay per view later on tonight. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be pumping out a couple of shows, mini segments like these throughout the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Because look, as I said, Dave is away for the time being, trying to work on getting some guest hosts in. But yeah, it's just going to be these kind of shows, which I'll wrap up and then put on the audio format on the True Penny channel and of course on Nerd to Know Media. So I'll talk to you in the next video, guys. Bye.